Great. Welcome everyone. Welcome and happy new month, happy new week. Just in case we have not interacted yet, just want to wish you all the very best in advance for the month of September. I am excited for the month of September. It's looking good so far. Thank you for the month of August. It was awesome. We had some amazing numbers. In terms of growth, so just to mention, we had an 8% growth in the month of August compared to last year. So well done to all of you for the work that you're putting in. And maybe we can clap if you can have an emoji in the chat box. Just clap and appreciate yourselves or ourselves, the work that you did in the month of August. Well done. That was amazing. And so, like I said, looking forward for another good month of September and as we go into the last quarter of the year. So we just want to keep on the positive numbers. You remember in July we had 5% increment in Kenya and 12% increment in Uganda. So that was some amazing news right there. So which is a big impact in terms of contributing positive numbers to the growth of Africa. Because like I shared, is it last week? It's time for Africa to grow. And now that we're in Africa, we want to partake of the blessings in that line. So welcome and feel at home. This is our session. This is your session. Let us interact. It's all about celebration, a bit of motivation and inspiration. It's the first time we're doing an online session. In terms of masterclass, we normally have it physically in the office, but we want to see if things change in this direction. So welcome to our engagement this evening. And if anybody is missing here, I think it's important for us to just have everybody on board so that we do this together. So otherwise, feel very welcome. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. So we will begin by just reminding ourselves of what matters most to us. Sorry, I hope you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, guys? Just confirm you can see my screen. Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, so maybe a question for all of us, and you can give me a response to this. Let's make it interactive. Let's make it a bit more fun. What matters most to you? Maybe you can take the first 5 responses. What matters most to you? Who can give us the first 5? Family, education, lifestyle, travel, just to give variety of them. I can see Jeff is saying family. Family matters most to him. Travel, Esther loves traveling. Peace of mind, financial freedom, cash. Hey, Mr. Maka, freedom. Nice, nice, nice. Yes. So those are what matters most to us. And I want to believe we know them. We don't want to really go back. And again, another introduction as a reminder, in case we have guests in the platform. Forever is now 46 years and still going on strong in the industry. This is the new look of the BOM, which I will share with you in due course. Of course, we remember our late founder, Rex, who founded the organization and the opportunity that is Forever Living Products in 1978. Our headquarters are in Arizona in the US. We own aloe farms back in the Dominican Republic and in Texas. And of course, the business is distributed in 140 countries. I know we are used to 160 countries, but the latest numbers is 140 countries. We will discuss that later. That is technically 3/4 of the world. It's covered by Forever. And of course, being a family-owned company, we are debt-free. And you can see the late founder and the current CEO, who is the son, there with us. And of course, we know that anybody can join Forever from the different walks of life in any part of the world. So long as you're above 18 years and you have a sound mind, you can be able to join the organization and the business and the opportunity at large. So everybody is pretty much welcome. And I want to believe that I'm talking to distributors, I'm talking to business owners in the platform. But if you're not, please hurry up and partake of the opportunity that is Forever Living Products. That is just a summary of a short introduction. And of course, we have all these amazing products that we have in stock or in store for you, whether it's bee products, we have amazing drinks, we have weight and management products, we have skincare, personal care, name it, in those different segments. So we have amazing products. And again, just a reminder, and in case you're in the platform, you're new, this is just to show you that, we are full house. And another question for us is how big is your hunger for forever? Because yes, I know here, how many are we now? Let me see. We are about 95 in the platform now. Everybody has a different why as to why they join the business. Everybody has a different kind of motivation. Everybody has a different reason why they do forever. Others are big, others are small in that capacity. And of course, we are not here to weigh on how big or small the reason is. But the question is, how big is your hunger for forever? Why are you doing what you do? And how big is your why? Okay. So when we look at that, I don't want you to answer that question, but it's something you can take home and think about and maybe respond to it. But just to have what I can call a mindset session is all of vision. Do you have a vision for what you do? And you're reminded of the definition of vision. Vision is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. So where do you see yourself? Where are you going? Where do you see yourself with this business in the next 3 years, in the next 1 year, in the next 10 years? I know some of us have been with us for more than 10 years already. So they had a plan when they are joining, they had a vision, they saw this business from afar, and they've smashed some few goals for themselves. And probably they still want more because we know the opportunity is quite huge, quite big. And so just a reminder for us to rethink of our visions in this organization. And do we have set goals as we go for those, visions that we have in this organization? And goals here, I'm being specific because I believe we are business people. We have recruiting and retailing goals, which is very, very important. Just to remind ourselves that we are an MLM, we are in the MLM space. So recruiting people into the business is very, very important. And of course, retailing is also another aspect that we need to look at and set aside as a goal. Move up as well as a goal because we have a marketing plan that we work with. And today we're going to celebrate people who've moved up in the marketing plan. We also have amazing incentives in the organization as well. Something that you'd want to put as a goal. We have different types. I'm sure you know, but as we move on, we're going to remind ourselves of which ones. And then who do you want to become in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, in the next 3 years? Who do you want to become, as a person? Now, this is personal. In terms of personal, you're also looking at personal and family goals. If you've not set up your family yet, it is that time of, you can think of it in the next 3 years. What kind of family, where do you want to live? How do you want to live? Which car do you want to drive? That is now on the personal space. In terms of fun, how do you want to spend time? Where do you want to travel to? In terms of having fun. In terms of health, it's also a goal. You want to live healthy. That is also a goal. You want to, reduce some kilos on yourself or add some. That is still a goal. In terms of investments, you want to invest for the future. That is also a goal. You want to put some money here so that you grow yourself. And of course, in terms of spiritual goals, it's also important to think in that line. So all these are just examples of different goals that we can pursue. And of course, Jim Rohn is reminding us of goals, and we can
a whole new concept on setting goals. Set the kind of goals that will make something of you to achieve them. Don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations are high. Go where the demands are high. Go where the pressure's on to perform, to grow, to change, to develop, to read, to study, to develop skills. Go where the demands are high. Go where the expectations are strong so that it'll provoke you, push you, urgently insist that you not remain the same for the next couple of years, the next 5 years, that you'll grow and change. So don't set your goals too low.
Yeah, that was a good reminder, sir, that we need to set goals that challenge us. Don't set goals that are too low that you easily achieve, and then you move and you become happy that you've done something. Set goals that are inspiring, that are motivating, that are challenging you to go to become a better person. And of course, as you're doing that, take calculated risks. It's important that we beat fear, because some of us have the knowledge, have the experience, but there's this beast called fear that we always, we meet and everything disappears. So we need to take the risk of jumping off the cliff and taking the risk, because we know that if you win, you're going to be happy. But if you lose, you're going to be wiser for the next challenge. So let's all take calculated risks. The other thing is about learning. We learn every day, and I also want to believe that through this interaction this evening, you're going to learn something. In our business, we learn different things. We learn the marketing plan. We learn about products every Tuesdays, and almost every other day, actually. We learn about skills to improve our business, skills to improve about interacting with people, skills to improve about motivating and inspiring our teams, because we don't work alone, we work with teams. We also learn about company policy, which is like our constitution in the organization. We also learn about what tools to use. For example, the digital space, which is improving and changing every other time. So, learning is an aspect that is there in our business, and we need to always embrace it on a positive note. Then I have this theory that I also learned, the theory of the 3 E's. And as people, we work with people, we work with teams, we work with organizations. It's important for us as team leaders to learn. And the first E is example. Example here means that, we call it leading by example. So basically leading, showing people or showing your team how and what exactly it's supposed to be done. So you're going to look at that with the details. The other E is explaining. So once you lead them with examples by showing them, for example, if you're prospecting, you show them how to prospect. If you are coaching them, you show them how to do what you do, and then you explain to them why you do it like that. People get to learn more when you explain why. For example, if it's doing 4CC, why is it important to do 4CC in the business? If it's talking to people, why is it important to bring people into the business? So you explain to them why it's important. And the other third E is encouragement. Everybody and anyone needs encouragement in what they do on a daily basis, whether it's a pat on the back, whether it's small incentives to push them ahead. That is important. So in summary, this is just the 3 E's theory, and we will look at examples of leading by example. For example, you can see our leaders there out in the field, showing and leading by example. So leading by example here, you can be doing launches together with your team. They see how you do it, how you interact with people in the field. The other session is about trainings. How do you conduct trainings? How do you prospect? How do you create content? If you're a guru in that line, or you have new people into your team, you show them how to create content. And of course, you also lead by example by planning together with them, which is very, very important. So that is the first E that you do as a leader. And I want to believe we have amazing leaders in the platform listening to me. So you can take that example as you go lead by example in your teams. Let's look at the other T, which is also very, very important. The other E is about explaining. So it's all about why things are done the way they are done, okay? And this, we can take examples from the marketing plan, of course, which is a wide topic on its own. So it has why we do things in Forever, why do we do 4CC, the percentage in terms of compensation plan and all that. We have the company policy as well, and of course the tools. We explain in terms of the tools you use. If it is the one-to-one booklet, you explain using the one-to-one booklet and why you use the one-to-one booklet. If you are, you're training using whatever tools that you'll be using at that time, you explain why you're using that tool to do the business. And the other one, the last E is encouragement. And like we all know, everybody needs to be encouraged at a given point, because we know it's never easy. But we say that in business, you're not doing it for yourself, but in business for yourself, but never by yourself. So encouragement here can mean so many things, a pat on the back. Of course, we have tools to support you. We have local incentives, international incentives, which you can also partake. in terms of, just going in that line of encouragement. And of course, you can imagine, you can think of any other way of doing it, because I know we are very creative and probably we have better examples than mine. But this is just to give you an example of what encouragement, just completing that circle of the 3 E's. So leading by example, and of course, explaining why you do it. And then lastly, encouraging that person in that space. So we'll jump into recognitions because I have quite some slides. So we're moving a bit faster today. So we'll go straight into recognitions. And I hope we are ready to recognize ourselves and be happy for our team members. I am sure you're going to see some names or probably your name. So make sure that you get excited and celebrate. You can take screenshots and share with whoever is not here. Okay, are you ready, guys, for the recognitions for the month? Let me see who's excited. I can see Kimanzi is excited. I can see Rhoda is also excited. So yes, some names are coming up. Linda Squared, Linda Sungu, Linda Ngei. Yes, okay, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. We are going to start with top sponsors for the month of August. Top sponsors for the month of August. So if you know that you sponsored somebody into the business, I hope your name is going to be on my list as the top sponsors for the month of August. So I will start with number 5. We have Nyambura Chege Naomi. Are you in the house? Let's appreciate Naomi Chege for being number 5 among our top sponsors for the month of August. We have our leader there, Josephine Medekeli, taking the 4th space. Congratulations, Josephine. Thank you so much for leading by example. We have the veteran, Joseph Kasema, taking the space for number 3. And then at number 2, we have Saif Amina from Kilifi. Is it Kilifi or Malindi? Correct me, but I think it's Kilifi from the coastal area. And also we have our leader there, Marian, leading by example at the top space at number 1. So congratulations, guys. Keep doing what you do. Keep leading by example. And I want to believe you're going to explain to people how you're doing it so that you get encouraged and take up the space. So congratulations to the top sponsors for Kenya. Let's move to our neighbors, our sisters and brothers in Uganda. At number 3, we have Hildan Kuruma, who's taking the number 3 space. And I want to see if we are appreciating them. Let me see the numbers. Okay. The charts are so many, I cannot read all of them now. At number 2, we have Deborah Arenaitwe at number 2. Well done, leader. And number 1, we have Esther Kisache taking up the number 1 slot. Congratulations, guys. Keep making Uganda shine. All the best in what you do. And thank you so much. Okay, we move to the next segment where we want to recognize the 4CC qualifiers, and this is non-manager only. This is only for non-managers. So guys, are you ready? Let's start from Uganda. We want to appreciate the following people. If you see your name, please clap. Let's appreciate our people. I will start from the top. Josephine Mringo. We have Nicholas there. We have Hilda there. We have Ruth. We have Emily. We have Robina. We have Cynthia. We have Catherine. And last but not least, we have Nakangu taking the 4CC qualification spaces. So congratulations, guys. Keep doing this. Remember, in Rwanda, I'm going to recognize the 4CC consistent 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months for the year. So congratulations and keep doing what you do best. Let's come to Kenya now. Kenya, we have, and for information, Kenya, sorry, I have to explain this before I show the names. For Kenya, I split it. This time we want to do it differently. So I'm going to start with the 4CC qualifiers all the way to 10CC qualification, okay? So I'm starting with the 4s. So if you don't see your name on the 4th, probably you're on the 5, the 6, the 7, or even the 10th, okay? So we start with Lydia, Bernadette, we have Catherine Joki, we have Vashti Latieno, we have, we have Marcelino, we have Valerie Mkambe, we have Astur Mohammed, we have Immaculate Nandako, we have Swale Swabra, we have Vivian, we have Nguna, and we have Sheila. as for CC qualifiers for the month of August. Guys, are we celebrating them? I want to believe so. So let's move to 5 CC qualification for the month of August as well. We have the following people: Safe, we have Janet Wangare, we have Mary Idewa, we have Nelis Gatwiri, we have Ann Yokabi, we have Jane Wamboy, Faith Waithera, Sharon Cherotich, and Salma Ismail being on the 5 CC qualification list. Let's move next to the 6 CC qualification list. We have Linda Sungu, Naomi Chege, we have Florence Njoka, Teresia Njeri, Catherine Waithera, and Ibtiam Mohammed on the 6 CC qualification. Then we move to 7 CC qualification. We have Violet, we have John, we have Mary, Bernard, and Lorraine at 7 CC qualification. Next, we have, we didn't have anybody on 8, so we jumped to 9. So 9 CC qualification, we have John Rukunga and Fatma Abdallah Saif, or the only 2 of them on the 9 CC qualification. And then we move to those of us who did 10 and above. We have Ali Nur Kutubo, Hassan Abdullahi, and last but not least, we have Rose Aoko Onyango doing 10 and above CCs. So congratulations, guys. Well done. Keep doing what you do best. This is awesome. Remember, Rwanda is coming. We're going to celebrate you bigger and better in the other recognition where we do 3, 6, 9 months, and 12 months consecutively, okay? So let's move to another segment. This is also pretty new. So we're going to recognize the top nanny manager leaders, okay, in this segment. So we have at number 5, we have Faith Waweru. We have Faith Waweru at number 5. We have Naomi Chege at number 4. We have Valerie Mkambe at number 3. We have Bernadette Ochieng at number 2, and number 1 we have Linda Sungu taking the space for number 1. Okay, we move next to move-ups. Like I said earlier, we also recognize move-ups. So we're going to start with preferred customers. So we're going to clap for you. So if you're here listening to me and you're a preferred customer, let's all appreciate you with a clap. Guys, let's appreciate all the preferred customers enjoying 5%. And probably they joined in the month of August. Let's appreciate with a clap. I know I cannot unmute all of you, but I want to believe you can be able to send them love emojis so that they push up to the next level. So let's move to the next level, which is new assistant supervisors for the month of August. These guys are enjoying 30%. And the following are our new assistant supervisors for the month of August. I think they were around 35, if I'm not wrong. So if you see your downline, please appreciate them with a clap. You can take a screenshot and share if they are not here, but of course, we're going to share the names on social media after this. So all the guys here, let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them, guys. Remember, all the new ASs will get a special recognition pin to show that they are new assistant supervisors. That can be done when they see me in the office, or the leader can come and see me from the office so that you collect the special pin. Otherwise, congratulations and welcome on board to our new assistant supervisors. Well done. Moving forward, let's go to Uganda. Uganda, we had 3 new people joining us at the level of new assistant supervisors. So let's appreciate Stella Katushambe. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Namulawa Narshim and Sheila Nsariwe. So we appreciate you joining the business, and we wish you all the very best as you partake of the forever opportunity. Let's move forward. Next, we go to brand new supervisors. Brand new supervisors. We had a couple of new supervisors in the month of August, and we want to celebrate them today. So let's see who they are. So we have Valerie Ndumbu all the way from Coast. So we appreciate you, Valerie, for the good work you've done. I know you're fairly new and you gave me a challenge. You said you're going to surprise me with being a supervisor. and they can see clearly you've done it. So well done. Next, we have Faith Waweru also becoming a new supervisor in the business. So congratulations, Faith, and well done. Moving forward, we have new assistant managers in the business in the last month, in the month of August. So we want to celebrate them. Guys, are we celebrating our new supervisors? I didn't see fire emojis. Okay, I can see that. Well done, well done, well done. So now we have new assistant managers in the month of August. So people who crossed over from being supervisors, they jumped to the new level of assistant managers. So from Kenya, we have Kutubo Al-Nur as the first new assistant manager. We also have Abdullahi Hassan as another new assistant manager. And of course, we also have, completing the three, we have Linda Sungu also becoming a new assistant manager. Well done, guys. I don't know if they're in the platform, but we want to celebrate all of them. I believe I saw Linda earlier. I'm not sure about Kutubu and Abdullahi, but we celebrate you all the same. Congratulations. And we hope to see you at the manager level very, very, very soon. All right, let's proceed on with other matters, business. We want to shift gears and go to mindset. So mindset here we have, we know we have a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. This is a topic that we will always talk about. I'm sure you know about it, but it's good to talk about it all the time because we remind ourselves on the different aspects of this topic. So a growth mindset by definition is a belief that abilities are, sorry, I need to hide this. Oops. Yeah, so intelligence that can be developed through dedication, hard work, and continuous learning. This mindset contrasts with a fixed mindset where individuals believe the abilities are static and unchangeable. So it's just a challenge for us as people doing business that we need and we must have a growth mindset. Abilities that can make us develop through hard work, because we put in a lot of work, that one we know, and we are dedicated in what we do. But let's look at different examples of this growth mindset. So we'll pick the first one, which is a positive one. So a person with a growth mindset believes abilities can be developed because we know, we were not born to know everything, but what we know, we keep on developing to become better people. We embrace challenges, and we know, the world today is filled with challenges, a lot of challenges, whether in terms of missing our products, in terms of getting people to join the business, and not just joining the business, understanding the business. So there are a lot of challenges, just to mention a few. Persist through setbacks, sees effort as the path to mastery. So of course, there's no other way, just keep on making effort. So that is what they believe in, the people in the growth mindset. And they learn from criticism, when they're being put down by negative vibe, that is how they learn, and they pick on the positives one. And they find inspiration in other success. So when others are leading and are successful, they feel like, wow, I can also do it. And they push until they get it. Somebody with a fixed mindset, and I want to believe they're not in this meeting, are people who are static. They don't want to change. They avoid challenges. So they meet challenges along the way and they want to avoid them. They give up very easily. They see efforts as fruitless, so they don't want to make any effort or don't think in that line. They ignore useful feedback. And as you know, feedback is very, very important in especially what we do. Feedback from your team, feedback from clients, feedback from any other person that you interact with. It's very, very important. And of course, last but not least, they feel threatened by other success, ile tunaita wivu. So when somebody is succeeding, you feel bad. Instead of putting in effort, instead of that success to inspire you, you feel bad. Even now, probably they're feeling bad that we've, congratulated some people for great success. They're feeling bad, but like I said, they're not here in this meeting. So characteristics of a growth mindset, we say embrace challenges. They look at challenges, in a nice way, in a positive way. Of course, they persist in the face of setbacks. They see effort as a path to mastery, so they pushing the efforts, pushing on efforts every other time. They learn from being criticized. When you think that you're putting them down with your criticism, they learn from it and they go forward. They find lessons and inspiration in the success of others. Let's look at now as an FBO, how do you put this growth mindset and how do you make use of it as a business person? Number one, you must be 4CC active. Guys, right now, how many are we here? We are 137. And truthfully speaking, and like I shared last week after my trip from South Africa, I want more 4CC qualifiers, not just for me, but even for you. If you've never enjoyed the benefits of 4CC, talk to your leader and probably we'll have another session for that. But in the line of growth mindset, you should be a 4CC qualifier. You've seen people doing smashing 5, 6, 7, and even some others going up to 10. So in the growth mindset, you should be a 4CC qualifier and above. Always chasing, so always believing in taking action in the direction of the growth mindset. So, those challenges that come your way, those motivations, that what matters most to you, you're always chasing them every other single day. You are teachable. When it's a training like this, you join to learn. If it's a training and whether physical or online, you partake of the training. So meaning you are teachable. If your upline calls you for a catch up, you can be able to learn not just from your sponsor or from your team, but even from somebody who's in the business. Okay. You go for every incentive. This should be the dream of every FBO in the business, to partake of all the incentives that Forever is offering. I mean, you can just see, and not just in our region, even across the global space, that incentives are the bigger space, the bigger picture for Forever Living products. So you should have that urge, that willingness to go for this and every other incentive in the business. You should plug in the system. The system means there's a training that has been called for, you are there. If it's a BOM, it's a business opportunity meeting, invite and attend. Don't just let it go like that. No, the system requires you to go out there, prospect, bring people into the system, let them learn as you learn yourself and grow into the business. Okay, so you need to be plugged into the system as well. Attend trainings, like I said, and commit and be disciplined. There's a lot of commitment that is needed in this business, a lot of discipline. A client will give you money and expect you to deliver the product and trust you to deliver the product. Discipline comes in there. Okay, committing to your word and what you'll say. Be accountable for your actions, whether building the business or serving a client or whatever it is. Be accountable, whether it is to someone or to yourself. Just be accountable. Be consistent in what you do. And this can mean very many things. If you're attending trainings, just the daily activities that we do every day. If you're posting content online, be consistent. Don't post today and then post next week. No. That is not allowed or required. Work on yourself. Personal development is very, very important. We learn every day and we improve ourselves every day. Last but not least, believe in themselves. Okay, so these FBOs with a growth mindset, they believe in themselves, in the products and in the business, and that's why we are here. And of course, they're hungry for success. I mean, it's just in the growth mindset. You want to take, you want to smash, you want to achieve, you want to travel, you want to earn those big incentives that are out there for us. So those are the qualities of or characteristics of a growth mindset FBO. If you can tick all these boxes, I think you're good to go. If you can tick some, you have work to do. So guys, let's partake of this and we see our business move into the next level. And of course, seek clarity. Where you don't know, it's important to ask. You can ask your upline, you can ask the organization, because there's a structure in place, whether it's customer care, whether it's somebody in marketing, you can ask for clarity wherever you are stuck. And of course, somebody with a fixed mindset, we've gone through this. I don't want to fully repeat, but you can go down the examples and see. I'm not just good at sales, recruiting, that's how they think. I'm not good in sales, so this is tough. They don't want to learn. They think that it's too hard for them. They can't talk to people. I'm either naturally talented or I'm not. So that is the kind of thinking they have. Effort won't make a difference, so they don't believe in efforts. They avoid challenges, and you can see there they avoid challenges because I don't want to fail, so I don't want to be seen like a failure, so I avoid challenges. When I make a mistake, it just proves I'm not good enough. So again, you can see there somebody's trying to avoid doing a mistake. And of course, we know that we learn through mistakes. I don't need to practice. If I'm good, it should come naturally. Again, that is not a mindset that we want to partake. Now let's take it to our team, because now we've seen as an FBO what is required of me in the line of the growth mindset. What about my team? What is expected of me? So encouraging and continuous learning and development. And like we said, everybody needs encouragement through the E's that we've seen earlier. So encourage your team to learn and develop. So as a leader, you have a responsibility to ensure that your team learns something different all the time. Promote a culture of feedback. So feedback is important. I receive a lot of feedback, in terms of you guys giving me feedback in different aspects. So I receive a lot of feedback. But you as a leader, how do you promote that culture in your team? Are you the kind of leader that when feedback comes, you take them negatively, like, that is not for me, that is for the company? But it is your team sharing with you the feedback they've received. Maybe you did a training, you need to change something, the message did not really get home. That is also feedback, okay? Maybe a product reacted with the client was not really satisfied with customer service or the service that was given. That is feedback. How do you promote that culture in your team? And of course, recognition and rewarding effort and progress. Some of us are very good at this. Some of us probably need to up our game in terms of recognition of our teams, so that people love being encouraged, so that they feel nice and they always want to do more in that line. So that is just pointers for you and your team. Another thing that we also want to do, put God first in everything that we do. Together with your team. If you want to pray together, no problem. Some people, I can see some people, do that. You pray with your team. You can organize that together with your team, but make sure you understand the dynamics that come behind it. Take action. Be uncomfortable, okay? So don't be comfortable with no success. Be hungry for success. So take action in that space so that you achieve more, not just by yourself, but also as a team. What you do in private will be rewarded in public. So I know we do small things, but success should be rewarded in public. Like we're doing now, we're recognizing people who worked in private, but now we are recognizing them in the public. Be courageous. If you need to, step out, it's okay. Shock yourself with something new all the time. It's important. And of course, have non-negotiables. So if you believe that you're right and it is right in the company policy, and you have the backup of every other document that you need to have, it's there. If people need to do 4CC in your team, communicate the same. If you need to do responsibilities, and of course, all the leaders and as FBOs, we have responsibilities. Those are non-negotiables. So something like using the company policy and following it to the letter, those are non-negotiables. Even I, myself, have to follow that, okay? There's a quote here by C. Joybell, which says that the only way that you can live is if we grow. Yeah, the only way that we can grow is if we change. So change is inevitable. The only way that we can change is if we learn. So learning something new all the time is important. The only way that we can move this. Yes, the only way that we can learn is if we are exposed. And the only way that we can become exposed if we throw ourselves out in the open. So out in the open means probably try something you've not tried before. Stretch yourself. If you have hidden on the online space, probably need to meet people so that you put more confidence out in you. So those are just some of the examples. So learning here never stops. And of course, exposure is important so that you take yourself to the next level. Another reminder, or I can call it a reminder, but in terms of growth, we need to do the following. We need to use the products. So if you're not using the products, you are not doing well to Rex and to yourself. So use the products at least, I'll probably every other month add something into your portfolio of use the products. Sell the products, that is sharing with other people. Recruit people into the business. We know you're an industry of network marketing, so bring people on board. Make sure they retain it, the business, they stay in the business, at least buy something. And of course, ensure that you learn and evaluate all the activities that you do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. So this is what we do on a daily basis. We look at it again properly in a different forum, not for today. And so I just want to share some of the activities that we are planning to do together. So take note, moving forward until the end of year, we might have The activities I'm going to share, let me put a disclaimer first. The activities I'm going to share are for creating excitement. Okay, so in between there, we're going to have CC generating activities. Okay, because all the activities that I'm going to share now, apart from one, I think, or two, have qualifications, right? So starting this month, I already shared on the 7th, we're going to have a team building session for the guys in Nairobi. But anybody else is invited. So please, 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 please carry a bottle of aloe vera gel. We will be going to the arboretum, take a walk, stretch a bit, just have fun outside the office and bond, okay? Take photos, feel nice. We want to enjoy that space on the 7th of which is Saturday. Let's keep time. Carry a bit of money. I was corrected. The entry fee is 105, if I'm not wrong. But yes, we'll see the figure. It's not more than 110 anyway. So carry the sport shoes, you know, the training gears and all that. So this we'll do on the 7th, which is Saturday of September. And then this September, again, we also have an event down at the coast. So we've come together and we're going to have a level up level up business opportunity meeting. So our amazing leaders there will be together with us. And of course, I'll also be down there to help them facilitate this event. So if anybody has a team there, has a prospect, you can invite them to the space. I will share this after this meeting. I'm going to share this so that everybody is aware of the same. So please, like we said, commit, show up, do something. We're in the growth mindset period. So all these events, partake of them so that we move in the right direction together. We are not leaving anybody behind, okay? In the month of October, we plan to have a Women Empowerment Forum at Anderson Center, which is in Nairobi Hospital, starting from 1 p.m. The charges on the same will be 700 shillings. And the dress code for the event, it's a ladies' event. So the men in the platform, please invite for this. We're going to have a session with the women. And of course, we're going to mix it, a bit of products, a bit of business. We're going to blend that at the same time. So the dress code will be green with a touch of gold. So look out for that as well. I'm just sharing in advance, but of course, we are planning that in advance. And on the same day, in the evening, we are going to have dinner. So we are calling it Forever Kenya Gala Dinner. The qualification for this is 5cc in the month of September. So for you to partake of this event, you need to have done 5cc this month. Remember, the event is in October, so you should have done 5cc to qualify for this event. As you can see there, the dress code for men is black and white or tuxedo with a bow tie. Don't come with a tie, please. Don't come with a tie. We are specific. We want to have you in a bow tie. And for the ladies, we have green with a touch of gold. That might change depending on feedback. That might change. But for now, we are having green with a touch of gold for the event. Okay. What next? November, we might have a getaway. We've not concluded where we will be. And even for this one, so let me take you back. For the gala dinner, the venue is to be communicated later, as we want to have something within the budget, so look out for that. In November, we might have a getaway, again, 5cc qualification in the month of October. So like I said earlier, please let's put in the work so that you qualify for this incentive. So it's a getaway. The theme there is Naivasha, but it might change, okay? Depending on other factors. So I'm just prepping you in advance. So that is on the 9th of November. Again, it's a qualification event. Next, in December, we want to close the year with a bang. So we have an end year party. We are playing with some ideas already. So December 7th, we are looking at having an end year party. Again, it's a qualification, 5cc qualification in the month of November, so that we enjoy ourselves in December. So all this communication, if something changes, we'll let you know in advance. But so far, that is what has been planned until we close. Again, I will come back with what we will do in terms of CC generating activities. So this is just to hype up, the whole period till the December, okay? I will not look at the chat box because I know we might have a question or two, but I'll look at that later. Then in January, we remember that we're going to be in This date is wrong, actually. The date is wrong. Forget about the date, but we're going to be in East Africa Success Day in Rwanda on the 26th, the 25th and 26th of January. We're going to be there. So I know the organization is still happening. Guys are still putting in some deposits. We will come back to you together with the committee that is handling logistics and all that, so that we see if we are qualifying for the discounts. Guys, we need to pay. We need to pay. The discounts are running out. We need to pay for this amazing, amazing success day. Remember our guest speaker, who the guest speaker is. Kuji the Great from South Africa is coming. So please, you don't want to miss this event in Rwanda, okay? So for the Kenyans, you know where to pay and how to pay. I will not remind you. You're already in the platforms. For the Ugandans listening in, I want to believe you're doing something, but if you're not, I think it's time to start. We will organize for that in a separate meeting. Otherwise, guys, we need to pay. Remember, we did this early enough so that we can enjoy the discount. So please let the discount not go to waste, okay? Contact Brian and Alan on the same. Otherwise, as I summarize, it is all about today, guys. It's not about tomorrow. Make a decision now. Reach to as many people as possible today, not tomorrow. Before you sleep, just put down some notes. You know, if you're just starting the month, if you've not put the plan for this month, the targets you're going to achieve this month, I think time is running out. Please do it and action it as quickly as possible. The journey begins here. So if anybody is listening to me and probably is not an FBO, the journey begins by you signing up and partaking the opportunity that is Forever Living Products. So please sign up. And of course, from there, you can decide to choose any of these options to start with into the business. You can buy the 2cc combo at 51,000, or you can look at the other options of joining there. And for the fellow FBOs, every day, focus on your purpose. I want to believe everybody has a purpose. Remember why you do what you do. We don't get burnt out because of what we do. We get burnt out because we forget why we do it. So never forget your why, never forget your purpose, never forget what matters most to you. As you earlier mentioned, you have different reasons for doing this. So please don't forget that at all. Have a big dream. I've just put an Eagle manager there, but your dream can be as big as the GLT or any other incentive we have in the Forever. So have a big dream. Work for it. Actually, be willing to work for it. Okay, work hard. Nothing is easy, guys. Nothing is easy. We know with the economic times and how the things are, nothing is easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but be willing to put in the hard work. And of course, identify and hold someone that you can work with and see them through. Okay, so have a team, have a core team, people you can work with on a daily basis, on a quarterly basis, on a monthly basis, and ensure that they succeed, because you're also going to succeed in what you do. The decisions you make today matter. Decision to start all over again with 4 months left in the year, that can make a huge difference in the business and in your life and in what you do. So the decision matters. The decision on how to strategize in terms of business, how to approach it, the tools you use, which product to move, that decision is in your hands, okay? You just need to make it today. Some lessons for us as we wind up. Have a system in place to retain and teach your team and new people joining the business. Most or all of us know what to do. That one I can guarantee you. Most or all of us know what to do. But for some reasons, we become lazy, we become, I don't know which word to use, but let's just push, okay? Jump to the next level. Don't slow down. It is not the time to slow down. Like I said, we're on a positive trajectory. We want to close the year on a strong note. But then again, that is on the bigger perspective. What about on your pocket? Is your pocket increasing? Are your goals being met? Are your dreams being realized? Okay. Is your why being realized? So let's go for that. Never quit and underestimate any time, month, minute in the business. This is important because we know that our incentives are time-based. All our incentives are time-based. I think most of them are 1 year, actually, if not all of them. So we know that a day matters, a month matters, a quarter month matters, a second matters. So don't waste time on any other thing. Never quit and underestimate the power of a minute. And be active so that you can inspire many. The fact that somebody sees your name on that list as a top sponsor is an inspiration to so many people. The fact that your name is in as an UAS, as a 4CC qualifier, that is enough to inspire somebody. So keep doing what you're doing because somebody is watching you. You're an inspiration to so many people. So somebody's even following you. Somebody you prospected last year, they've not even joined the business, but they are seeing you. They are seeing you post your name on your social media. I'm like, wow. So this person is real. This person is really doing it and will be inspired to join you. So don't stop, okay? Continue being active because we all know, and I want to reassure you that you are special and nobody else can be as special as you are. In summary, have a vision, like we said, look at it long-term, set your goals, okay? Short-term, medium-term, long-term, have goals, very, very important. Focus and have commitment. There's a lot of distraction online. I also learned, because we learn every day, that sometimes our phones can take the focus away. You know, social media has a lot of things. We can learn from it, and it can also be a distraction in terms of focus. So sometimes you can just put it away and focus on maybe something that you're doing, or, you know. And then take measured risks, as we saw earlier, you know, those things that you're afraid, or, you know, for some reason you don't want to do them because you feel like you don't have the passion, or there's just a reason for not doing it. Jump off the cliff. And of course, always be ready to learn because the world has so many things to learn. Trial and error. You try something, you make a video in terms of content, you take a photo, it does not appeal, do another one, you take a recording of your favorite product you want to post, it's not appealing, you share with your friend or somebody else, they say, nah, it doesn't look good. Do another one until you become good. And of course, have discipline and put in the hard work. Very, very important. And of course, achieve extraordinary things because that is what we want to do in the remaining 4 months of the year. Only you can make it happen. Only you can make it happen. All those things we've talked about here, only you can make it happen. I might influence a small portion as the marketing manager in the office. The upline can influence a small portion because probably that is the person inspiring you. You are who now? The person probably you're looking up to, a certain leader somewhere, can be your inspiration, can be your motivation. Your why is there. But only you can make that difference. Only you can decide to jump off the cliff. Only you can decide to jump into that swimming pool and enjoy the water there. Only you can decide to make a decision that can impact your business into the positive. All of us will be here to cheer you on, to support you, to ensure that you achieve, and of course, to celebrate you at the end. But the decision is only for you to take. So with that, I want to appreciate all of you for being here this evening, for joining me this evening. I don't know if we have any questions. I just want to wish us all the very best in what we do. Receive greetings from our president and the top executives. We met last week and they're happy with us and what we do. Just to pass your greetings and love, okay? And seeing you at work will be surprising. And of course, we'll be here to celebrate you as a team. So if there are no questions, we can proceed at work so that we move in that direction. Anybody with a question? Maybe I missed it in the chat box. Congratulations to all the achievers for the month. We really appreciate all the effort you've done. We don't take it for granted. And if your name was missing somewhere, please make an effort of it being celebrated next month when we join again in the same purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, you also motivate me, okay? You also motivate me with what you do. So thank you so much for this and many more to come. Have a good night, guys, and see you at work. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.